Mallow, you suck!
Welcome back to Mario RPG. We in the last episode, we flew off of a minecart track and crashed into a house.
And we thought Mallow died, but it turns out he survived. We were all sad.
We all almost died. We all got blown up because we were standing in front of a giant
No, that's
bomb.
fine. No, it's fine. We have plot armor. Mario has plot armor. The other guys, I don't know.
Yeah.
Mario just shrank and we gave him a mushroom and he grew back up again.
Exactly.
Stupid nice guy, Mario.
Anyway, so after you go through the minecarts, you can actually go through it again to get a faster time if you want. It's just for bragging rights. You literally don't get anything for getting a faster time. No items, no anything. But this guy's important if you want to get the super boss. All you gotta do is buy one set of fireworks, and then you can get the item that lets you fight the super boss later.
It's
Oh,
only
boy.
500 coins.
Oh boy. Oh boy, fireworks. Probably just get that at the grocery store.
Right?
It's,
And
but
then you
I
trade
was
the
like,
fireworks to this girl here, and you get the shiny stone.
you just
Mario
gotta
got
buy like a box of condoms, some panty shields, some illegal fireworks.
Mario got gypped.
Come with me.
No, Mario got gypped. You could just went to the grocery store and bought a pack for like $20.
Right.
Celebrate the independence of your nation by blowing up a small part of it.
Hell yeah.
Woo!
I love that quote so much. Anyway, now after you finish the mines, this guy will have 3 separate items that he'll get. For now, he'll only have the one. The items he gets changes depending on based on how far into the story.
They all suck.
All except for one item, which is Peach's best weapon in the game, but you weren't going to get that until you get to at least Nimbus Land, I think. So it's going to be a long time before I get
Everybody
that.
has an ultimate weapon in this game.
Cookie.
In this version, I think everyone has a secondary alternate weapon that's even better than their ultimate weapons from the original game.
Which makes sense
think.
considering the extra post game.
Yeah.
Although it might only be Bowser, I don't remember. I know Bowser gets one that's better than the Gorilla.
Yeah,
Claw,
we got a frog
but-
coin.
How many cookies does this child want?
I don't know. Usually, what she's supposed. I think you only have to get her one. But this is expensive because this involves you having to buy 2 sets of fireworks because you got to get 2 shiny stones.
Bruh.
God damn.
So I'm just showing this off.
God damn it.
Oh, sorry. It's literally a complete waste of money, but I'm showing it off anyway just for the heck of it because hey, I have 1,000 coins to burn. Why not?
Coins are almost useless anyway, considering how cheap everything is.
Woo!
And how often you get coins in this game.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
This is one of the few Square Enix games where you actually are swimming in money 99% of the game.
Mario ponders what he's doing with life right now.
I think this is me. I think right now what's happening with me is I'm figuring out for sure if I did the trading sequence right, because I haven't done this in a long time. I don't usually do this in the original either.
I forget if I left the stove on in the castle.
That's more like he's looking off the cliff and he's like, man.
It's like, wait, did I leave my hat in the mines? Mario, it's on your head.
I'll take another shiny stone with me for good luck.
And then this was me going like, wait a minute.
Yeah, hold up.
I do this sometimes where I don't mean to walk out of a map, but I don't realize just how close you need to be for it to actually count as you walking out.
Classic Sire Goku and master of wasting time.
Not really wasting time. I just went too far into one direction and got kicked out of this
Same
freaking thing.
I got a rock.
This is also an optional thing. You can trade items for other items here. Most of them are not really worth it, and you have to spend a lot of money and pretty much give up all of your items to get like halfway decent. And I think it's only it's only mushrooms. So you have to spend a bunch of money on mushrooms, and you get elemental bombs that are not really worth it in the end, honestly. It is one of the few times in the game where you can actually use an ice-based attack, and there's like 3 enemies in this entire game that are weak to ice, so it's not really worth it, honestly.
Eh. Ah, okay.
And this is something I don't like. I've done this. I've beaten this game so many times that I just have everything memorized. I completely forgot that the game actually does explain, like actually tells you there's 3 different melodies you can do at Tadpole Pond.
Yes.
And the only one that's immediately noticeable is the first one because there's the note right next to Frogfucius. The other 2 you have to actually find in the game, but I've done it so many times without actually finding the NPC that tells me that I don't remember which NPCs tell you what the other 2 songs are.
I found out that the other 2 songs you can't actually do if you already know the music. You have to actually get to a certain point in the game before you're able to actually do it.
Yeah, and that's probably why I never found them, because I had the player's guide that told me what the other 2 songs were, so...
Why are you trying to buy another set of fireworks?
You already got...
Because I used one of the fireworks... Because I wanted to get 2... I wanted to get 2 shiny stones to show off this one thing here, but I didn't have enough money for it. And then I realized, you know what, I may as well just...
Buy a third one?
I may as well do this trade sequence now, because I'm not going to be using the shiny stone for its intended purpose for a long time, and I'm way under leveled for what that is anyway. So, whatever. I'll have more than 500 coins by the time I get back here a second time.
Sell the cookies.
I have a Yoshi cookie. You want
it? Give me a coin. One singular.
Yeah, shit. Man, Yoshi's fine. He's not doing anything.
Yeah, I saved. Yeah, they're not being bullied by Boshi anymore. Although I don't know why immediately after he loses one race that he would stop being a dick.
He's not even being.
If anything,
He's not even being a bully. He's just hanging out.
He's just...
No, that's my point. Like he was being a bully and preventing everyone else from racing.
No, he
But I don't
wasn't.
know why losing one. I don't understand why losing one race would make him suddenly stop doing that.
He literally was.
If
He
anything,
literally
him
wasn't.
losing-
He literally wasn't bullying anybody. He was just sitting there being like, looking all cool and shit. That's all he did.
Bullying is in the fact of like he wouldn't let all the other Yoshis race each other. It was only 1-on-1. So it's like, why have this giant racetrack if only one of us can race?
Fuck him. Just beat the crap out of him. You outnumber him.
Anyway.
Look, there's like 6 of you and 1 of him. What's he gonna do?
And here's how you can. And this is the first actual. To me, this is the quintessential Square Enix enemy. Is these freaking carrots. Because Square is the only company I could think of that could just make. They could just make a carrot enemy like this.
Nah, I've seen worse. Eat your veggies,
Don't
kids.
Eat your veg.
Don't be picky. Eat them or else.
Eat your hamburgers, Apollo.
I was waiting for one of us to make that reference.
Eat your veggie burger, Apollo.
God damn it. Fine, I'll fight another one.
Take this, photosynthesis.
Also, somehow it can turn you into a scarecrow.
Yes.
Whoops.
Hi, Mr. Special.
All that.
The only reason I'm keeping this battle in is because I didn't get the thought peak on the spiny yet.
Right.
And I screwed it up.
Well,
Yeah.
gotta do it again.
How dare you?
Yep.
Once again. Wouldn't it suck if you're like, if you just try to do this and you're like, once again? No!
No, that's for if I'm. No, that would be if I'm going back to trying to get 100 super jumps.
This guy's
straight.
scared of me. No, you're not.
Bonk.
I'm back to normal.
I'm so glad that's dead. I'm so glad that status ailments just disappear if you beat the battle.
Yeah.
It makes things a lot easier.
And Mario's immediately like, fuck it is.
He's like, I could have
No,
done that the whole time to be if I could be 100% honest.
No, this isn't going back because I think I missed one small thing in here.
Welcome back. Welcome back to part 11. We're still in fucking Mobile.
No.
We're still in fucking
never-
Mobile.
No, after you.
We're still
No,
in.
this is what I meant to
We're
show
still
off,
in
is like-
Mobile because Ty refuses to leave.
No, this is what I meant to show off. Because after you save Dinah and Might and you go back into the mines, then you
Give yourself
this
another
is how you
concussion.
learn what the next Tadpole Pond melody
I have
is.
enough of those already.
The reason why I never did this in the original game is because there's no indication that you can come back in here. Once you get the star and they tell you to go to Booster's Tower, you just go straight off to Booster's Tower. You never think to come back here.
I mean, to be fair, it's just like there's nothing blocking you off from coming back in here. This is just like straight up curiosity.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is how you figure out what the next melody is. That's do so do.
Don't.
Come on.
Do so do re
Re
la.
la.
I could have found this on Google.
And the reason why I didn't ever find it is because I had the player's guide that told me what it was. So, whatever. But the other thing is, like, there's no indication in this game that that's actually there.
And like I said, it's just there for people who want to satiate their curiosity. It's not like it's ever required.
No, it's classic Square side quests where you don't actually have to do the side quest, and there's no hint that the side quest exists unless you go out of your way to personally find it yourself.
Not like
Which is something that modern Square games don't do as often anymore.
I
honestly.
fucking saw that.
Then just more the fact that, like, at least it's not like with Xenoblade, where if you're not doing the side quest, you're screwing yourself at the end of the game because you're underleveled.
I saw that, by the way. You almost went back inside.
No, I didn't.
God fucking
Oh
damn
my God.
man.
I
Hard-
did not.
Hard cut to Tadpole Pond. Yay!
Yay.
Yay, we're back. See? You're right. We're back
And
here
you,
again.
and you went back out anyway.
No, I went back out because I'm like, wait, I can go talk to...
You have no reason. You
Frog
have no
fuchsias.
reason to.
No, but I like the idea of doing it. Because apparently the game expects you... I think this is how they designed it, is that they expected you to go back to Tadpole Pond after every major story event so that Frog Fuchsias can tell you what the next story plot is.
But
Not
the
really.
game already kind
But
of...
there's no point.
No, not really.
Yeah.
I've never needed... That's only there for just like, oh, I haven't played in a long-ass time.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking... No, that's what I meant by that.
Because...
Is that he's meant to be like a hint system. But considering this game is so incredibly linear, even if you don't play for like a week, there's only one spot you can go that's a new spot, so obviously that's where you're supposed to head to next.
But it's more the fact that, like, in the original, there wasn't, like, an actual flag on where you had to go next in the overworld. It's just... So if you went... So in the original, if you went too long without playing, and then you see all these open, like, areas that you've been to or haven't been to, you're just like, where the fuck was I?
I know, right?
Well, I need Luigi's map. He's good. He's the only reason I have him around.
But yeah, just like, it's...
That's a very good question.
That's just there.
That is a-
like in this version, it's more like flavor text, if more than anything
Yeah.
else, because like like I said, now they put like a flag on where you have to go next, so you never get lost. You never need the frog stage anymore.
They also added extra dialogue, which I actually like. Like, not even just an extra. It's like they make Mallow and Gino actually talk more often than they did in the original version, which I actually really like.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
just
Because if they had more lines like they do in this version in the original, then I could kind of understand why people like Gino and Mallow as much as they do. Because if you play the original game, they get like 10 lines of dialogue the entire game. And that's across all the characters. That includes Bowser and Peach. There's not that much on-screen dialogue in this game, honestly.
No,
In the
no,
original,
Tadpole, don't graduate.
And now that you have the now that you got the new card, you can go to this shop and you can buy.
I think it's the other one though, isn't it? Because he didn't mention. Oh, you have this card.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there
that's
it is.
My bad. I talked to the wrong one. My mistake. So basically, this is
Frog leg cola.
Woo!
this is a full party heals, which
At this point, it may as well be.
not really
Not
really
at this
useful, especially since you can get Caro colas, which
You
do full party heal. So man,
I actually
Does
saw.
it mean Croak?
But it's
I
nice.
don't use them. I have never. I have
I don't
never
either.
needed them. Even against
Yeah,
even
well,
against the
either.
bonus boss, I've never needed them.
Yeah, the only, to be honest, even if this is your first time playing, I would honestly say the only items you really need are pick-me-ups and syrups. Anything else, you're good, because you're always going to have Mallow in your party, so there's always going to be one major healer in your party the whole
If you
game.
went back,
Well, you don't need
The
man.
only point in the game I can think of where you would actively die early on is Mushroom Way when it's just Mario.
if you went into,
Yeah.
I swear to God, if you went back into Mulville, I was going to exit the call.
I was not going to go back. Shut up. I was not going to go back into Moleville. Quiet you.
I was just gonna say though, like, once you do get Bowser, though, you do have the option to kick Mallow out of the party.
Oh my God!
But so you could go without a healer, but obviously, though, Mallow on his own, he's not even that amazing of a healer, but he's adequate enough that it's just like you really don't need to invest in health potions and all that, or mushrooms.
Do people not like me? No.
No. What would give you that idea, Lackey 2? It's not like you're a total dick in every version of Mario you're ever in.
Except Mario Kart.
Oh, especially Mario Kart. What the hell are you talking about?
They're the ones that save you from the freaking falling off the map.
One's
Yeah,
even
and
a
then they
racer.
Yeah, and then when they drop you off, they usually drop you off right in front of a corner where you drive immediately into that said corner because you're driving forward. You don't have time to back out.
That's your own fault.
And
man.
whose fault? Yeah, I was about to say, and whose fault is it that they even fell off the map in the first place?
Come on, Matt. Come on, past me. Get the timing right.
Oh my God!
No.
Son of a bitch.
I'm gonna hang up.
Can you just?
If you miss one more time, I swear to God.
No, at this point I gave up.
You're like, fuck it.
Because honestly, at this point I started realizing, you know what, I'm not actively going for all the thought peaks, so if I don't get in like the first 2 or 3 tries, then I'm just gonna stop.
Yeah, that's what I would have done, because honestly,
I just
like
stopped
with
caring.
just like with the whole race thing, there's like the monster list is just bragging rights. I don't even think you get anything for actually completing
I
it.
don't.
No, you don't.
Never.
And spoiler warning, you don't get anything for finding all the hidden treasure boxes either. It's just kind of there for the sake of
I
it.
just
Yeah.
I just didn't care.
Yeah. I mean, it... Oh, go ahead.
I didn't say anything.
No, Logic was gonna say something.
I mean, I don't know. I actually wasn't.
I thought you were. My bad.
You stop.
My
You stopped
mistake.
for nothing.
Oh, this is the monster list.
However, this game
This guy.
has the monster list. Because this game does have a monster list, they added the unique NPC that you can't actually see. But if you pay him frog coins, well, this first time it's free.
Yep.
He'll actually fill in your thought peak entries that you missed.
And
Well, that you
And
couldn't.
he'll
for
fill
the
in.
rest of the
He'll
game-
fill in the thought. And he'll fill in the thought peak entries for the prologue enemies you couldn't get.
Yeah.
Yes, and then you can pay him frog coins to
Please,
fill in all the monster lists.
please,
so the enemies
please
that,
show those
that you
entries.
ran into, but you
Yes.
didn't get thought peak on.
Please show the
Um,
entries.
So,
By the way, the person you talked to, that is actually a random ass toad.
I figured that's what it was. But the nice thing about that though is, if you just don't find him, I think the way it works is if you just don't find him and then you get all the way to the very end of the game and don't fight Smithy and go all the way back, I'm pretty sure he just fills out your entire catalog list. For
By the
free
way-
because you never found him the first.
By the
time.
way, that last hole you saw there, before we exited the area, if you are Star Mario and you get there, that crashes that soft blocks the entire game.
Eh,
Yeah, I heard about that. Does that still happen in this version, or did they
I
patch
have
that
no
out?
idea, honestly.
Bowser crying
Because
is never
I
not
normally
hilarious.
can't get there fast
Yes.
enough. And here's the start of everyone's favorite iteration of Bowser in the RPGs.
Well, I mean, what else are they gonna make Bowser do?
God damn it.
It's mostly because this is what everyone thinks of when they think of Mario RPGs. When Bowser's not even when Bowser is the main villain, like in Paper Mario, he still has this kind of quirky personality where he's just kind of like an idiot, and like.
Or it's just like if it's anything,
if take him seriously.
If it's anything less than trying to like conquer the Mushroom Kingdom or make Peach his bride, he is very awkward.
Yes.
And like even with, like I said, even with Paper Mario, where that's basically his whole plot again, is like this time I just put my castle underneath your castle and lifted you up into space, and then you're just gonna marry me because you don't have anywhere else to physically go because you're in space now. Deal with it.
By the way,
out of my way, shorty.
By the way, Bowser being the final boss in a Mario RPG, that's the entire gimmick of the Mario and Luigi series. Bowser is always the final boss. Or at least some iteration of Bowser.
Yeah.
Like, whether it's taken seriously or not.
Yes.
It's just... Because I know in, what was it, Partners in Time, he was technically the final boss just because it's just like, just wrapping it up.
That was a glorified cutscene.
I know, that's the joke, though. He's still technically the final boss.
Yes, technical standards, yes. He would be the final boss of Partners in Time.
Yes, he is.
There was Superstar Saga with Bowletta.
Is he technically the
Yeah, Superstar Saga with Bowletta. You had Partners in Time with
Bowser.
Bowser.
No, I was gonna say, is he technically?
Yeah.
I forgot about. I was gonna say Dream Team. I'm like, wait, no, Dreamy Bowser. Absolutely.
You had
Dark Star Bowser and Bowser's Inside Story.
Yep. Yeah, Dreamy Bowser.
Does that technically count because you're fighting the Dark Star itself? It just isn't It's just in the shape of Bowser. It's not technically Bowser.
Still looks like Bowser.
I was like, would you like an explanation? No.
And for all intents and purposes, technically the final boss for Inside Story is Fawful.
Nope, still Bowser.
No, it's Fawful because the battle doesn't end until Bowser sucks Fawful into himself and Mario and Luigi kill Fawful inside Bowser.
Lewd.
Well, to be more accurate, it's just like
and see if anybody was like, "Ayo."
No, just like technically speaking, Bowser is involved in the final battle of every Mario and Luigi game in some way, shape, or form.
Right.
So it's just like Bowser is actually in the final boss fight against, the Dark Star version of himself. He's still there.
Even though Fawful's the main villain.
I should mention, when we get back there. When we get back there, I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Get back where exactly?
Just in a stream before.
Oh, okay.
Because it won't make... what I'm going to say won't make sense unless you actually see it.
Okay.
Please only have one health left.
We're back here. We're actually going through Booster's tower, and Booster has a lot of snippets. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were talking. Sorry about that.
No, I'm just saying, damn, that thing has a lot of health.
Yeah, the snippets are really powerful right now.
These guys died in like 2 hits when I got here.
Well, I'm not over leveled like you.
I wasn't even trying to over level. But yeah, in that room there, the little toy on the guy's desk, that's actually the Magic Tank armor from Final Fantasy VI.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Huh. I never noticed. See, here's the cool thing about this version, is a lot of the stuff that I missed is because in the Super Nintendo version, the polys, it was so low poly that I couldn't tell what it was.
Yeah.
Now that the models are upgraded, you can actually tell what things were. And it makes sense, but it also surprises me that they kept so much Square references in this game when...
It is technically a Square Enix game, dude.
Didn't work on this version.
Yeah,
it is a Square Enix game.
It is technically Square Enix game.
I understand that, but Square didn't develop this particular version, so I'm.
It doesn't.
They did actually.
It doesn't matter.
Actually,
yeah,
they did actually.
Okay.
Otherwise, they would have had to go through a bunch of hurdles just to even have Geno playable in this in the first place. And Mallow.
And Mallow, yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah. Also, right here, this is probably the best team attack in the game.
Yes, it
because
is.
you're gonna hit any. You'll never miss a weakness because they use all 3 elements, so you just nuke everything. It's amazing.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense. Just anything that's just AOE. And especially if it's because it's like the freaking special move. It's just like, nah, everything's gonna die.
I was gonna say, yeah, that absolutely is the Magitech armor from Final Fantasy VI. I never noticed that. Sweet.
I wonder how much money they had to
mainly,
pay for that.
It's also mostly because I always forget that Final Fantasy VI came out as... I always forget exactly when Final Fantasy VI came out, because I always think it came out later than it actually did.
This room has never-ending spawning enemies of snippets.
Yeah. Like for example...
Watch the big rush!
Like, I always thought... Like, for example, I always, for some reason, had this memory of Chrono Trigger came out before Final Fantasy VI. No, Final Fantasy VI came out way before Chrono Trigger. But for some reason, I always thought that Chrono Trigger came out first, and I don't know why.
And yeah, this.
Anyway, this is Booster, who's basically this game's. This is Booster, who's basically this game's not Wario.
This is Booster, who is not Wario.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, we need it. Yeah, we. It's like we need a Wario XP. He's still new at this point in this Mario series.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the only reason they had Booster this is because Wario was still relatively new, and they're like, he's not cool enough yet.
Yeah, didn't Wario come out wasn't Mario Land 2 like a year before this?
Something like that.
I'm pretty sure Mario Land 2 was like 92, actually. I might have to double check on that.
No,
we're talking about like in general.
Was it?
Because Wario was not popular at all at this point.
No, Wario didn't become popular until Wario Land 1 specifically.
Yeah.
Mario Land 2 did not make Wario popular, unfortunately.
It did not. That was his first game. You think he's gonna get popular off of one game? Are you crazy?
No, yeah. Mario Land 2 first came out back in 92. Mario Land 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's no way Wario was gonna make it in this game.
Unfortunately. And I think Wario Land 2 came out a little bit after this game, or maybe it was Wario Land 1 that came out around the same time.
Might have been Mario Land 3, honestly.
Wario Land 3, you mean?
No, I said no.
Anyway.
That's literally no. Mario Land 3 is literally Wario Land 1.
Yep.
Right.
That's why I said that.
Okay, my mistake.
I know it's confusing. I
understand.
I know it's confusing. I'm just saying. That's why I was saying.
Yeah,
that.
I mean, it's the same thing like how, Yoshi's Island is technically Super Mario World 2. But then they dropped
Nobody calls it Mario Land 2.
Or Mario World 2.
But nobody calls it Mario World 2. Or an even better example is, Super Mario World is technically Super Mario Bros. 4.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
Defense up on Bowser like he fucking needs it.
I know, right? Bowser is the literal tank anyway.
Yeah, if Bowser dies, you're doing something wrong.
No,
Get
fuck
outta
this
here.
about.
No, if Bowser dies, it's usually because he gets one-shotted by something that was going to kill him anyway.
God damn it! Why did
Please
you
tell me that. Thank you.
Yeah, yes, thank you. I'm about to say, don't do it again.
No, I definitely... That's why I got angry. Like, I usually
That's her
give
fucking-
myself
that's
2
her fucking it
attempts
up
before
3
I
times.
cut something.
And yeah, you do. Yes, that is Mario's new move, the masher.
Yes, and honestly, sorry for the abrupt cut there, but this part was actually like 33 minutes long, and most of it was because I kept having to backtrack to get the damn masher. so I cut out like a good 3 minutes of backtracking trying to get
How many
that.
times did you mess that up?
3. Twice.
He lies. And you messed it up
No, it is-
Wait,
no, it
you
was
messed
twice.
it up twice, and you showed both attempts.
No, that's why the third attempt was the one I cut to me beating it, so you didn't have to make me go. You didn't have to see me go up there the third freaking time.
Why didn't you just cut to when you actually got it?
Because the second time up, I got into a battle with an enemy that I didn't show off the last time.
He was already in the last. Oh my god.
Anyway, the point is, The reason why that was an abrupt cut is because this part was originally like 33 minutes long. And I just figured that was going to be where I was going to cut it. And then I didn't realize how short the part was going to be after I finished. God! So, sorry if it seemed kind of random and abrupt there.
God! Fuck! Yeah!
Anyway, we'll finish up the rest of Booster's Tower in the next part.
Shit!
Where we will continue to point out any little things that could have been cut out.
It's all your fault! Ah!